Hi students, welcome to the video session of Geography, and today we are going to learn the lesson on the continent of Africa, location and physical features. In part 1 of the video, we had learned about the location, and today we are going to continue about the physical features. Africa is a huge plateau which has neither high mountain ranges nor vast plains. It lacks a major mountain system like the Andes of South America or the Himalayas of Asia. The highest part stretches from the Abyssinian highlands in the northeast to the Drakensberg Mountains in the south. The whole of Africa can be divided into the following regions. They are the Fold Mountains, the Plateaus, the Great Rift Valley, the plain forests and grasslands, and the deserts. Now let us learn about it in detail. First, the Fold Mountains. The continent of Africa consists of two mountain ranges, the Atlas Mountains and the Drakensberg Mountains. Both these mountains are fold mountains. The Atlas Mountains lie to the northwest of the continent. These mountains were formed along with the Alps, the Andes, and the Himalayas. The Drakensberg Mountains are located in the southeast coast. The other mountains include the Ethiopian highlands in the East Africa and the Cameroon Mountains in West Africa. The Ethiopian highlands lie close to the equator on the eastern side of the continent of Africa. The Blue Nile originates from these highlands. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak of Africa, is located in Tanzania. Though located near the equator, it remains snow-covered throughout the year because it is located at height of 5,895 meters and temperature decreases with increase in height. Now let us learn about the plateaus. Apart from the Atlas Mountains, nearly the whole of Africa consists of a plateau. In fact, it is made up of a series of small plateaus of different elevations. Most of the plateaus are made up of old volcanic rocks. The plateaus rise abruptly from the narrow coastal plains. The African plateau consists of two portions, the Northwest Plateau and the Southeast Plateau. The Northwest Plateau is occupied by the Sahara Desert and the savannas of Sudan. The Southeast Plateau extends from the Abyssinia to the south of Africa. The island of Madagascar forms a detached portion of the African Plateau and is separated from it by the Mozambique Channel. Now let us learn about the Great Rift Valley. One of the most distinct topographical features of Africa is the Great Rift Valley. A rift valley is a long, deep and narrow valley having wall-like steep slopes. It is formed due to cracks, faults or rifts in the land surface. A Great Rift Valley of Africa was formed as a result of volcanic activity and movements inside the Earth's surface. It is a giant throat that cuts into the high plateaus. It extends from the Jordan River Valley through the Dead Sea, Red Sea, central Ethiopia, and southward into South Africa. Rainwater fills up the floors of lakes of the Rift Valley to form a number of lakes like Lake Tanganyika, Lake Albert, Lake Nyasa, etc. Along the eastern margins of the lakes are the lofty extinct volcanoes of Mount Elgon, Mount Kenya, and Mount Kilimanjaro. Now let us learn about the plains. All the continents, Africa has the smallest area under coastal plains. The plains found only in the northern and western parts of the continent. This is because much of the land surface is plateau, which rise abruptly from the coast. Moreover, the rivers flow down the steep slopes and fall immediately into the sea without depositing much alluvium. The next topic that we are going to learn is of forests and grasslands. The region around the equator remains hot and wet throughout the year. The hot and wet conditions give rise to dense evergreen equatorial rainforests. These forests of tall, broad-leaved trees are called selvas, along with hardwood trees like mahogany, ebony, rosewood, and orchids. Rubber trees grow wild in these forests. On moving away from the equatorial region, the annual rainfall and temperature begin to decrease. Consequently, thick rainforests give way to tall and coarse grasses and short trees. This is known as savanna land or tropical grasslands. The areas lying south of Tropic of Capricorn fall within the temperate zone. Such areas have low temperature and moderate rainfall. Since these areas are colder and drier than the tropical grasslands, the grasses here are short and less dense. Trees are absent in this region. These temperate grasslands are known as velds. Now let us learn about the deserts. The continent of Africa has extensive hot and dry deserts. The northern part of Africa is covered with the Sahara Desert, the largest desert in the world. The Namib Desert is a narrow, dune-covered coastal desert belt that runs 1,600 kilometers in the southwest of the continent. It stretches along the Atlantic coast of Mongolia, Namibia, and South Africa. Of these parts, the Namibian part is the most arid and one of the coldest deserts in the world. In the south of the continent lies the Kalahari Desert. It includes parts of Botswana, Namibia, and South Africa. It is home to one of the Africa's oldest races, the Kalahari Bushmen. Now let us learn about the water bodies. Africa has many rivers and lakes. The rivers have their origin in the plateaus of Central Africa and Eastern highlands. Since most of the rivers descend steep slopes, they have rapids, waterfalls, and cataracts along their courses. The main rivers of Africa are the Nile, the Zaire, the Niger, the Zambezi, the Orange, and the Limpopo. Most of the rivers in Africa flow throughout the year. Now let us learn about the rivers in detail. First, the Nile River is the longest river in the world and the lifeblood of Egypt. Its length is about 6,670 kilometers. It originates from Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa. It flows northward through the Sahara Desert and outflows in the Mediterranean Sea. Its two main tributaries, the White Nile and the Blue Nile, meet at Khartoum in Sudan. The banks of Nile are very fertile, hence they are used for human settlement. The second river, the Zaire, is the second largest river of Africa. It carries the largest volume of water among all the rivers of Africa. This is because it has its source in the rainy equatorial region, which receives the heaviest amount of rainfall. It flows through the middle of the continent and falls into the Atlantic Ocean. Its main tributaries are Kasai and Obangi. It is also known as the Highway of Central Africa. The third river that we are going to learn is the river River Niger. It is the third largest river in Africa. Its source is in Guinea. Port Harcourt of Nigeria is located on the Niger Delta. It has less water as it flows through the dry region. The fourth river is River Zambezi. It is the fourth largest river of Africa. It forms a natural political boundary between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Its original name in the local language means the smoke that thunders. The famous Victoria Falls, one of the largest in the world, lies on the Zambezi River. It outflows into Mozambique Channel. The fifth river that we are going to learn is River Orange. It forms a natural boundary between South Africa and Namibia. It has its source in Drakensberg Mountains. The River Vaal is its main tributary. It outflows into the Atlantic Ocean. The next river that we are going to learn is River Limpopo. It separates South Africa from Botswana and Zimbabwe. It is the only river that crosses the Tropic of Capricorn twice. It outflows into the Indian Ocean. Now let us learn about the lakes. The continent of Africa has a number of lakes. Lake Victoria is the third largest lake in the world after Caspian Sea and Lake Superior. It is the largest lake in Africa and the source of White Nile. Lake Tanganyika is a Rift Valley lake. It is the world's second deepest lake and the second largest lake of Africa. Lake Malawi is the third largest lake in Africa. It is also a Rift Valley lake. Lake Kariba is the biggest man-made lake. It is the largest producer of hydroelectricity in Africa. Lake Assal is the lowest point in Africa. Students, keep reading the lesson. Thank you for learning along. Thank you and have a great day.